So, hello, welcome to another session with OCD. Welcome to my workshop. This is the second video in the series, so I've just this minute finished chemically decontaminating the car. I've wound that video up. If you haven't seen it, that was a couple of days ago. It was a couple of minutes ago, but the video went out a couple of days ago. So if you want to see that, check that video out. This video is having now cleaned the car of all products on the vehicle. I'm now going to add this year's protection on. And this year's protection, assuming that it works, is 303 Graphene Nano spray coating. So that's what I'm going to put on the vehicle for this year. It says on the back, 1+ year of premium protection. Well, not sure about that, we'll see. It says it lowers surface temperature, reducing water spotting, easy to use, direct sunlight no problem, great on paint, chrome, wheels, trim, glass and vinyl. So you shake it well, let's have this, make sure the paint is clean and dry. And then it just says spray on a microfiber foam applicator, apply it to the surface in a crisscross pattern to ensure complete coverage, allow it to cure and haze white. I think that's quite important with this product. I've seen I think it was Brian on Apex, I watched his video on it about a year ago, and he made a point of saying that you put it on, you spread it over the vehicle, and you let it really cure, and it goes white like it looks on the video. It looked like sort of chalk, but I don't know. We'll find out when we do it. So you got to let it dry, and then you buff it off. You don't have to worry about getting it wet directly afterwards, like some products. This is it sounds very, very easy to use. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to open the doors, and we're going to go out and put some of this on the car. Let's go. Okay, so a couple of sprays on the applicator. The first thing I've got to say is that it's quite good in as much as you can see exactly where you've been. And it seems to spread well. I'll go over the applicator a couple of squirts, and it's going all over the door. So no need to put anything else on, any more on. We'll do the black trim as well. We go up to there. And as you can go on plastic, we'll do the backlight as well. I have to say I'm quite enjoying putting this on. You really do only need a couple of sprays on your applicator. I'm not saying these are massive doors by any means, but they're not small either. It's quite a chemical smell. It's not the best smell in the world, but I'm not really bothered about that. Right, so that's dried to a... Oh, that's lovely. That's coming off all right, no problem. So one towel to take the product off, and then I'm going to use a separate towel to buff it. Feels slick. I have felt slicker. Well, that's only after a few beers. The gloss levels on this black trim is absolutely beautiful. It's no big deal rubbing it off. It's harder than some sealants that I've used, but I wouldn't say it's hard. That really makes that black trim really stand out. Really does. I'm really pleased with that. Right guys, so I'm going to carry on with the rest of the car. So I've done one side with you and the bonnet. I'm going to do the back, the other side and the roof, and then we'll catch up and give our verdict, shall we? Okay guys, so that's that done. So my thoughts on it. 303 graphene. It's harder work than putting an ordinary sealant on. It's like buffing wax off, if you like. That's about as tough as it is. So you put it on, it's easy to put on, it's great to put on because you can see exactly where you've been. You let it mist over to flash off, and then it doesn't say on here, but I used a cloth to get it off and then another cloth to buff it. And that's not unusual with some products. I did the other day with simple wax arm. I did exactly the same thing. So yeah, you do definitely need the second towel though. The first one gets it off, the second one really buffs it and brings that depth of colour out. It's slick. It's not as slick as some products that I've used, but it is slick. And you can almost feel the product on the car. There's almost like I don't know, like a bit of a warmth to it. I don't know, but it's great to put on. I mean, it's what is it now? It's 15 degrees in the shade. I would suggest it might be a bit warmer. The panels are warm on the car, and it's been in direct sun all day. This was no problem putting it on in the sun. In fact, I did all of one side on the bonnet and then went back and buffed it, and it wasn't a problem. No issues whatsoever, and it looks really nice. I'm really pleased with it. If it can do what it says it does on the can, which it says 1+ years, I doubt very much whether it's 1+ years, but yeah, so far so good. Application tick. Let's see what it's like in reality. Let's also put some water on it, shall we? Because I know you guys love a bit of water on the bonnet and make me do a bit more hard work. Having got it looking pristine, you now want me to get it wet. So let's go and do that, shall we? Okay, goes all my hard work. Remember that when I finished, if you remember, you saw that shot when I did, if you watched the previous video, you would have seen the shot at the end where I put water on the bonnet and there was no protection on it whatsoever. That had all gone. So let's see what it's like now. I'm happy with that. So what do you reckon? Let's take you in a bit closer so you can see some of the beading, and you can make your own mind up then, can't you? So there we go guys, having made it wet I've just dried it again, so Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Only time will tell, but so far, being as you know, it's a brand new product to me. I haven't used 303 brand before. I've used it as a soft top protector, and it was all right. But I think I'll put a link in below. But I think it was slightly less than £20. Now, if it lasts anywhere near as long as it says, that's good value for money, because you're going to get a few uses out of that. I mean, you know, there's hardly any been used. It really does go a long way. So there we are. So there's this year's protection. Fingers crossed, hopefully that's going to be this year's protection on the car. So that's the end of this video. I'll take you for the walk around that we normally do in a minute. So that's the end of this video. Next video in the series, which will be screened a few days after this one, is I'm now going to go around and use 2 new products to me, reasonably new products to me, and treat all of the plastic, exterior plastic and rubber. So that's going to be the next video. So let me just go out and have a walk around, and until next time, you guys take care. Bye bye. So there we are. Sort of, I don't understand, but it sort of adds a, I don't know the best way I can describe it. It's like adds a bit of a softness to the colour. So until next time, like I said, you guys take care. Bye bye.